Hello everybody, it's Foxy speaking, and welcome to another episode of Foxy's Fun Inspirational Chats. And today I will be your host. In this episode, this is a story about a rounders game that takes place after school. And a little boy and his friends were the ones who organised it. Every day after school, in the spring and summer months, whenever it was sunny and not raining, there would always be a rounders game, organised by a group of 6 boys. The leader... No, it wasn't 6, it was a group of about 10 boys, and the leader was a little boy who loved nothing other than rounders. The little boy's name was Rocky, and he would just savour the thrill in playing rounders. He would just constantly get thrown into playing the game rounders with all excitement and commitment whenever playing the very game of rounders and that sort of thing, you know. And he always looked forward to whenever school was over. Not that he didn't like school, there were some subjects he liked, and he particularly liked sport or physical education in school, but he loved nothing other than playing rounders. So every day after school in the spring and summer months, he and his friends, a group of 10 boys, would go to the park after school. They'd bring the rounders equipment, set up the rounders spots, and there'd be about 3 people who would take turns in playing with the rounders bat. One of the crew on the standing by the rounders poles, and a few others fielding, so that they could catch the ball if anyone shot the ball very, very hard and fast. One of Rocky's friends, Bill, who would chuck the rounders ball like that of a baseball, he'd chuck the ball down and Rocky would normally bat. He'd chuck the ball and Rocky, with all reaction time, he'd whoosh, hit the rounders ball and whoosh would run around the rounders as fast as he could and easily score a rounder. A lot of his friends, every time his friends would attempt with batting, they would always be caught out, and he would very rarely be caught out. At the end of the rounders game, Rocky's disappointed friends, who were batsmen, volunteering as batsmen, were disappointed, so he walked over to the 2 and said, "Well, one day we're going to practice. Don't lose your rounder," Rocky said to his friend. "Do not lose your rounder, Russell," he said. "And you too, Laurence, don't lose your rounder either." "Well, thank you, my good friend Rocky," said Russell and Laurence. "We appreciate you bringing the best out of both of us." So, they all respectfully went home. Obviously, once he got home, Rocky had his dinner, which his parents gave him, watched a bit of television, but once it was time to get ready for bed, his parents would get into bed, but once they were all fully in bed and fast asleep, Rocky would sneak out of his bed at night, quietly go into his garden, and practice doing rounders, running rounders, and practice batting, so that in a way that nobody would notice him, in a stealthy way. Most impressively. "Don't worry, Russell and Laurence," Rocky said when talking to himself. "I will find a way to help you be good batsmen and not get easily caught out. I think you should follow my instincts. Obviously, Russell and Laurence were not with him, but he felt them in his very presence and was thinking very, very fondly of them. Once he thought he'd practiced enough of rounders practicing, he went back inside and went peacefully to bed and fell peacefully to sleep. It was the next day, and fortunately it was Saturday, and it was again a nice sunny day, so Russell was going to go to the park again and play rounders. So he had his breakfast, and once he had his breakfast, he went out, got his rounders bat, and whizzed right out of the house and off to the park. Fortunately, the park was local to him and his friends, being him in total 10 rounders boys. So Russell met with his friends. Rocky met with his friends, Russell and Laurence and William and the other boys. And they knew exactly what to do and follow the exact procedure they generally follow, which is put the rounders poles in position. The fielders go out fielding. The bowler would stand in the centre of the rounders set up corner, and there would be 3 batsmen, being Rocky, Russell and Laurence. Bill was the bowler. "Well, ready when you are, Rocky," Bill said. "Oh, I'm ready when you are, Bill," Rocky said as he got his bat ready in position. Bill chucked the ball as fast as he could, and Rocky, with quick reflexes and reaction time, push, hit the rounders ball and whizzed around, running a rounder. And then, once he'd run his rounder, he went over to Russell, who was next in line to bat. "Don't you worry, Russell, you've got this." And then he passed his bat over to Russell and then taught him how to swing and react properly. And try and react a little faster. Try as fast as you can, follow my instincts. Got it. Russell nervously walked over to bat his rounders. He tried to show some confidence, but could not help but feeling dreadfully nervous deep down inside. And so, once Bill got the ball, he was ready to bowl. He was trying not to let go of his nervous grip desperately, Russell was. And so, the nervous little boy got ready and positioned himself. Bill bowled, and suddenly, as if nothing had happened, or if something profound had happened, Russell got in position without even realising it, and watched a push hit the ball. He was like, "Run, Bill, Russell, run," Rocky said, and Russell, quick as a wink, ran a rounder and scored his very rounder. "Well done, Russell," Rocky said. "Well done. Now it's your turn, Laurence. You seem pretty confident, but don't lose your rounder." "Got it, Rocky," Laurence said, and he knew that he should follow Rocky's instincts. It was time for Laurence to bat. Bill got the ball ready so that he could bowl it and chuck it over to Laurence, so that he could hit it with the bat. Laurence confidently got ready, but he had to be aware of when it was the right time to bat. Bill chucked the ball, and quick as a wink, Laurence, this time reacting more swiftly, push, hit the rounder's ball and ran his rounder. And was like, "Yes, I run a rounder." "Well done, Laurence," Rocky said. "Well done indeed. Now you know what to do and react a little more quickly and follow my instincts when it comes to rounders." Rocky said to Laurence, "You two, Russell and Laurence, in future, never lose your rounders." "We've got it, Rocky," Russell and Laurence said. The rounders game continued, and Rocky, who was next up to bat again, felt All the more nothing but happy that he was able to teach his friends his own instincts when it comes to playing rounders in order to help them with playing the very game well. The end. Thanks everybody all for watching. I don't know if some of you played rounders in your school day, but I played rounders as a secondary school boy a long time ago, just to say. And goodness, is it a brilliant sport, and I enjoyed it almost definitely. Sometimes I'd get caught out, or sometimes I would just hit the rounders ball quick as a wink and run around when asked to. But sometimes I was slow and get caught out. Oh no. Or sometimes I'd be fielding, Just depends what you're asked to do when you're in the school rounders. Thanks for watching, and ta-ta another time. From Foxy. Never lose your rounders.